All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Keep playing. Ready, 25.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But now it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
It's third and long for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is brought in at the... Now a hit and a loose football.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ryan. He'll get this into the hands of Deon Cain. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Ryan able to find Deion Kane, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now Ryan. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On play action, Brissett flushed out right. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Come on.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brissett. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, he'd to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll buy some time right. Caught by Jones. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Down. Ready. 25. Here we go. Here we go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 4 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Second and goal from the 1. Williams. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Play action now. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking deep for Hilton. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A second quarter score from KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. On first down, Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
It's a gain of 17.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because there he goes left side. 39 yards there, a big one. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check, 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 check.
Here's Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
To throw, Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run here with Mack. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Play fake, Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a yard, Brissett, and the catch made by Hilton. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mack off the draw play. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw is Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Mack. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
To throw is Brissett. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Oh, design run for their wideout, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
45, Mike, 45. I'm here all day.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you've got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Ebron's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
They go play action with Brissett. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And they'll get this down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Brissett. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 23-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Freeman again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Switch up. Tight right. 4 down.
Throwing now is Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 48 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
On first down, it's Freeman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong